Hi everybody, it's Alchemist 2 again, and this time I'm reviewing the anime film Parasite dolls. Now, for those of you who are familiar with Bubblegum Crisis and AD Police, then you will be very familiar with this OAV, which is original animation video. This is done in the art style of Ninja Scroll, Macross Plus, and Macross Dynamite, which personally I really enjoy. I just thought it was absolutely gorgeous and wonderful to look at. Very, very aesthetically pleasing to the eyes. The story itself is Asimovian in nature. It's the old warning: don't let technology take control of your life. So much so that it actually becomes Lord and Master over your life. And concerning the modern day and age, now I love technology, don't get me wrong, but I think that there will come a time where in Japan they already have robots that serve their masters, but God help us all if they go rogue. Ugh. Just thinking about that gives me the shivers. But anyway, the story is similar to what we're used to in Bubblegum Crisis. And anyway, the robots are called boomers, if you're familiar with that. But boomers are programmed to serve their masters, and they all have different functions. Of course, there are also sex boomers. You can guess what they do. But it's interesting because when we're introduced to the storyline, we're given characters that we're not really familiar with, and they're all very interesting. And there's an issue afoot within the police department. Actually, more than the police department. There's another business involved. I forget what the name of his heavy industries or something like that. Genam. Yeah, Genam. They are actually in charge of something that's going on. It's very insidious. I can't tell you what it is, but they make it look like it was an inside job and that the main character was involved, which he wasn't. He was just a young man who wrote a thesis paper concerning a domino explosion theory. I won't go into that, but it's very, very complex. And my favorite episode of all of the three together to make the entire movie was the second one concerning Eve. Eve is a very unique boomer. She is not only a pleasure boomer, but she has the ability to dream. And she often asks her master, should I have this function? Should I even be able to do this? And he says, well, you're unique. You're different than other boomers. This is what makes you more human. And it gets more philosophical as you go on. But later, you see that she has dreams about this girl in a red dress bouncing a red ball. And I'm not going to tell you anything about that either, because that would give away a huge plot point. But it's just very intriguing. That was my ultimate favorite episode of all three combined. But as you go on in the third episode that concludes the film, I didn't really like the ending too much. The ending was okay, but they could have left it finished, because they left some things unsaid between the two main characters, who I think had sort of a love interest. Well, the girl did. She had a love interest in the main male character, but they never fleshed that out quite entirely. But the ending of the film itself is very intriguing, because you get to see the corruption within the business itself, Genam, and just how much it's all about humanity, and humanity versus technology, and what humanity really means. And it's just fascinating. And if you're really into that sort of thing, if you like if you like animes that talk about such philosophical subjects, that I would definitely recommend this highly. The only thing I didn't care about it were there were some H scenes. Well, one was understandable. I mean, I wasn't bothered by it, but the one at the end, ugh, I just thought it nearly made me throw up. I love you too! Thank you! And anyway, right now it's 9:37. 9:29 a.m. Sorry about that. Anyway, that one scene just almost made me want to puke, but that aside, I really thought that this was a fantastic addition to the original, even though it's a little bit more violent and serious than the original. The original had great music, but this one does too. No, that's beside the point, but I like the original in Tokyo better, just because they have more of an encompassing storyline, and the characters are intriguing, and the story itself is interesting, and I could go on, but this is not a bad anime. I'm not saying it is. It's I would say 3-star at least. Not, a 4-star would be Evangelion, because it gets really complicated, very complex, and just extremely symbolic, and talks about a number of issues that I can't go into right now, but no, I digress. Still, this is worth your time if you're an anime fan, so I would check it out. 3 stars out of 4.